welcome everyone to a Scouts of Entertainment 3v2 at the City of Dale. Today is Awesome Boss Death's first time on the Dale maps, which is why I decided to do this replay. So we'll see how he goes. Now if you guys would like to see me through other Reforged replays like this, or other Total War replays like from Rise of Mordor, Rome 2, Napoleon Total War 3, just to name a few, there are links displayed on your screen, and also in the description below. You can also post me replays to my Discord at Scouts Reconnaissance. Link to that Discord server is also in the description below. And if you're a YouTuber, there's also a self-promotion sub-channel for you to post around videos to, for the community to enjoy. I also have a PayPal option, subscribe to our Patreon, stream as a donation link, and YouTube membership options enabled, giving you guys access to custom emojis and badges. And with that, let's get into the replay. So today's replay comes from Awesome Boss Death, as I said. He's coming in the role of Angmar. He's got a catapult. We have some Blackwatch Legion. These guys here are armoured up. We have some good to bad guard next. Some Guardians of Khaldun, Trolls of Good to Bad, Angmar Halberds, Witchrom Scourge Raiders, very important unit to bring. The Axe Throwers. We have Snugger Stalkers, Orc Fodder unit, basically meat shield throwaway unit. Trolls of Angmar, Orc Fellas here, looks to be 2 units there. We got, I think, some Goblin Trackers here somewhere. Also some Angmar Marauders. More Goblin Trackers it would seem. And I think maybe 3 units total of Angmar Marauders. Barrow Whites. You know, one unit I'm not seeing in this blob is the Witchrom Blackguard, the Witchrom Hammerguard, or the Dreaded Witches of Angmar for that matter. This is a little bit peculiar. Oh, hang on, they're right there. I didn't see them before, they were right in front of me. These are hard to spot. Yeah, we gotta have that. We gotta have a segment every time we see Angmar called "Where's the Witches?" So maybe we'll do that next time. His ally is Rudar, can be like Airist. I don't think I've seen before, so new air, welcome to Reforged. We have 2 units of Rudar Swordsmen here, some Rudar Clansmen. We've got some Dublin Hunters here, 2 units, Coldfell Maidens, a catapult of his own, Rudar Swordsman, Rudar Marksman, Harridan Pikes here, 2 units, Rudar Marksman again, Witchrom Enslavers, Harridan Berserkers, and Ethamor's Troll Hunters. Now it would have cost Aris a bit of money to bring 2 units of Harridan Pikemen. There is a penalty for bringing a second unit. Moving on to the final attacker today, we had Dwarves of Erebor, commanded by Big Butt Cheeks, who I do remember. We've got some Ironfoot Warriors here, 2 units, some Dwarven Miners, Ironfoot Spears, Ironfoot Warriors. We've got some Ironfoot Halberds here, 2 units, Ironfoot Crossbows here, 2 units. We have some Ironfoot Spears here, 2 units there, 2 units of Axe Guard of Erebor. Some Ironfoot Axe Throwers here, 2 units. 3 units of Ironfoot Pikes, a 3rd Catapult, and Ironfoot Hammerguard. It's very unusual to see each attacker bring a catapult of his own. We don't usually ever see that, so it's a little bit strange, this siege. But, moving on to the first of 2 defenders today, we have Sirad, commanding Mordor. I think I've seen Sirad before. His Temple Executioners are not armoured up, however. The second defender is Prophet, commanded by Gondor. Commanding Gondor, oh god. I said that the other way around. How embarrassing. We've got 2 units of Fountain Guard here. We've got some Wardens of the White Tower, nothing to Honor Guard here. We have a catapult. I think we're going to have a catapult every player today. We have some Guards of Osgiliath, 2 units here, together. We have some Uruk Captains, Olakai, a catapult for Sirad, Pelican Marines over here, and Bedunium Shadowbows, Temple Guard, and Wardens Minas Ethel. Strange to put 3 elite archer units together in the one place. We have some Orc Javelins over here, some Moradin Archers. We have some Citadel Guard mixed in with them, and some Moradin Halberds. Sauron's Will here, 2 units. Good army so far here for the defenders. We have some Blackguard of Barad-dûr, Moradin Halberds, and Moradin Archers, and more Blackguard of Barad-dûr. Now these can be beneficial, as I said long ago, about disrupting enemy pushes, you know. When an enemy's amassing all their troops to just smash through your blockade, that could buy valuable time for the defenders to use their javelins and archers. Presumably they have a shot on the massive attacking blob trying to force their way inside their defences. So, you know, there are benefits to pushing units like the Blackguard and Blackwatch Legion if you're a defender. We have some Citadel Guard here. We have some more Sauron's Will, Gondor Militia, which is a light tier unit. Don't hold too much hopes, but they are a good holding unit. We have some Gondor Infantry here, armoured up all the way. Moradin Halberds and Gondor Infantry. So Prophet seems to have upgraded or used every armor upgrade available to him where it's applied, or where it can be applied. Over here, Marksman and King Andros, 2 units. Pelican Marines once again, Orc Javelins, Veterans of Osgiliath. Actually, The veterans though, this is your basic model here, no armor upgrade whatsoever. We have some Ethelian Rangers also, and I think that's it there. So, let's get the siege started, guys. Enjoy. Just briefly, guys, remember how I said I couldn't see the hammer guard before? Well, I found them after we started the replay. They're right here. But there's no Richon Blackguard, so a little bit unusual. We got Awesome Boss that's firing his catapult too, to knock down a section of the wall. We'll go and check out his allies. Ruda hasn't started firing his yet. And I don't know if Erebor started firing his. No. And nor should they. I think actually Awesome Boss Death is making a mistake here to fire his catapult. He's got plenty of siege towers in his case. His allies do have siege towers of their own, but not as many as him. But they should be saving the catapult ammunition for late game, for the second level here and for the third level up top, just so it's easier for their troops to attack, you know, 3 sections of the wall at once instead of just the gate. I think we've seen it in the past. Players have been able to bring siege towers through this section of the wall, provided it's been knocked down, of course. So that's why it's beneficial of saving their ammunition for the second and third levels, and not really wasting it on the first level. Because, you know, in Awesome Boss Death's case, he has, I think that's 8 different points you can attack from, including the gate, which is 9. It'd be harder for him to use his siege towers later on. He's better off using his siege towers in the first assault. Okay, Rudar's the first one to go in. He's gone in with his Rudar Swordsman against the Blackguard of Barad-dûr. It's a little bit weird to see Sirad use his Blackguard as a frontline unit. I would have pulled them back myself. Blackguard is a mid to a heavy tier unit, I'd say, in combat. They will do well, better than they have in the past. Rudas also 134, Blackguard 159 there, 201 there. So Blackguard's killed about 70 of them at least. For the moment, Blackguard has them both contained on this side. We've got Rudar Clansmen coming in. These guys here are not armoured up at all. But going up against Talbirds, I think Sirad will win that fight. Eris's archers are firing right now. This is a complete waste of ammunition. He should stop immediately. He's not getting too many hits at all that way. We got Dwarves Airball from Big Butt Chicks essentially being invited in. Now, I think the veterans of Skilliatha here trying to shoot them, but they're lobbing their shots where they are. This is the right idea, but if your archers aren't shooting with the accuracy you need them to, you have to halt their fire. He's not getting any kills, he's just wasting good ammunition. And that's why he stops the Group of Profit for recognising that. We got Orc Javelins and Boron Archers here. This is how you want to see your archers fire in this context. Now, if Big Butt Chick's plan here is to draw a lot of ammunition his way, into one unit instead of many, this is definitely the way to do it. Where are they going? Are they trying to get in stairs or what? Yeah, they are. They're finally showing up. Mars, of course, are a light tier unit. Don't expect too much from them. It's decent arrow fire there coming from Sirad's archers. It's 6% here to 11. A little bit of friendly fire there. That does have me a little bit concerned. We've also got archer units shooting upwards there, and that's getting a lot of friendly fire. He has to stop whoever's doing that. Looks like he is. There's no room here for Prophet's Ethelian Rangers. He has to pull them back. The entire slope is covered with Sirad's troops, and now I think Prophet's getting in the way of Sirad's own archers here. See, only a few firing now instead of many. Go over here. The battle continues. We got some black wards coming down, and they're going to attack maybe the blackguard here from the side. I don't see them going through the arrow tower there. Here they come. Okay. Sirad's troops here are going to be broken any second. This would be a good opportunity for archers, javelins, whatever they got, really. That goes down to 27. This is a fresh unit of Rudar swordsmen, it would seem. The halberds are being overwhelmed. Prophet's got his marksman and ambush firing. Alright, if I was Sirad here, I'd probably maneuver my halberds to face this direction from the edge of this building right here and encourage Eris to pursue my forces and attack me head on. That way it would expose his entire force here to the archers, to his own archers, and those of the marksman of Kandros as well. All javelins also moving up. You just want to maneuver your enemy. You want to force your enemy to expose himself to your archers or javelins, missiles, whatever. It might mean you sacrificing this unit, but you could take down hundreds with you as well. Unfortunately now, Sirad's more on halberds, they're broke, so he's lost that ability to spring that kind of trap. Alright, Awesome has brought his witches inside the walls here. And Sirad's attention is occupied elsewhere, he doesn't see him coming. That's a ton of troops there. And he got out of there just before reinforcements from Prophet arrived. Very sneaky, but good sneak attack. Job well done. Hangman Marauders here broke though. And the defenders have regained control of the lower walls. We've got Gondor Militia here trying to bring down the Slumber Stalkers. That's what you want, really. You want your light tier troops to battle it out and try and force your enemy to shoot you with javelins, arrows, whatever. That way your mid and elite troops aren't being exhausted at all, and that way they're fresher for the bigger fights later on. So this is a good move here from Prophet. I think he's thinking long term doing this. Fresh unit which I'm scared res. Okay, Awesome's just keeping all his forces safety behind the siege towers. I don't know why he's being so cautious at this stage. Mainly because it doesn't look like Gondor has any arrow units nearby to shoot him. Yes, we've got the siege towers here, but he can move his whole army in and get them out of range. There's nothing he can do about the siege towers up top here. Once he moves up, they'll shoot him regardless of what happens. I mean, if he's that paranoid about them and doesn't want to move his army forward, then he should take out these arrow towers with his catapult. But looks like he's singing the big guns here alone. These Marauders have been running around for a little while. We've got Bundle Infantry running across the walls here, but they have to come down this way. It's a dead end on the wall there. You can't get to the second level running along the walls. Marksman candles firing. 8 trolls is not the worst thing in the world. The trolls are fairly well spaced out. But, you know, obviously you don't want to leave your trolls to be shot too many times. It looks like the trolls are going up to the second level. They're trying to go on the walls, I probably should say. Yeah, we still got the marksman counters firing on these guys, and they're taking a lot of damage. What I meant by taking out a powerful force from Awesome's army, the trolls are a great unit at putting your opponent on the back foot. They've got a great charge of knock down enemies, disrupt formations, but if they're severely weakened when you try to use them next time, and try to use them in such a charge, then they'll drop fairly fast and then your advantage is gone. Like whenever trolls are fighting with you in battle, you always feel a bit more safer, secure, and stronger. But if your trolls fall on you while you're in the middle of a heavy engagement, then the battle becomes that much harder for you to win and take control of. So you always want to try to preserve your trolls as long as possible. You don't want to just throw them away. You want to make sure they're there to give you the edge in the fight that you need. And somehow Awesome has literally managed to run around the flank of Prophet's forces here. I don't know where he's going to go. He might go for the Gondor infantry. He might go for the Marksman Candros. Oh, sweet! Awesome is getting so many kills. He carves up Prophet's forces here. It's a massive blow to Gondor. So many dead. Just here, that's it. Barrow Whites are here. You know, this would be a good opportunity to send up the trolls or infantry. You've got the Barrow Whites here to protect you from any arrow fire coming in your way. Barrow Whites are always Barrow Whites I think are the best meat shield in a Reforged. They're so slow, but once they're in place, you can literally send up your more elite troops, and you can feel relatively safe provided there aren't any rangers firing your way. If there are rangers firing your way, then get your elite and trolls out of there, elite troops and trolls out of there, because the Barrow Whites won't be able to protect you. Alright, Eris has most of his army inside. He's got his best troops still outside the walls though. He doesn't feel safe moving forward just yet. Gondor and Prophet and Sirad do have a lot of troops out here. You could try and fire his catapult to try and spook them into going inside. That way he can move up most of his army without risking losing too many men. At least at this stage of the match. That's what he could do. You've got Coldfire Maidens here throwing their jammies. Also trying to throw their javelins into more archers up here. We've got Untitled Halberds 53. Orc javelins throwing themselves into the Dwarven troops, but the Halberds should be able to win that fight. I think Brutus is going to move up the Coldfire Maidens somehow if they still have javelins. I don't think they do now. I think they've got out their lances or spears. They've got an alright charge on them, but very hard to use in a city. But he probably should have charged into the side of the Orc javelins here just to help Big Butt Cheeks move forward in his fight up the ramp towards the second gate. There is an opening here. They could have charged in his Coldfire Maidens to help out the wolves there, but it's unfortunate Ruda didn't take that chance. Sirad, though, is finished up here with his Sarons. Well, he should get them down below immediately to outflank the dwarves from behind and retake the outer defence on his side. Okay, the Dumb Hunters. Looks like most of the attackers here are just forming up and waiting to see what Erebor does next. Meanwhile, it looks like Awesome is proceeding up the ramp. He's the first one to get up this far. This is just the one unit here of Barrow Whites, I believe. Now, Prophet's Marksmen, I think, are obviously trying to get some kills here, or as many kills as they can. Got the England Marauders up here, trying to finish them off. This is where Prophet should bring up his Athenian Rangers. These troops here are lightly armoured. They're really exposed here. Well, they would be really exposed here to archers standing where the Gondor infantry is in the distance there. And I think his Athenian Rangers with 2 or 3 volleys here could significantly damage and kill a lot of these troops here with little to no effort. And that's what you need to do, as I said in the previous replay. You've got to kill your enemy faster than he's killing you. And the Rangers, in this situation, will definitely help you with that. Prophet here is about to be outflanked. I don't know if you can hold out against them. And Sirah has got to preserve his Orc Javelin, especially when they have ammunition. When you do decide to use your missile troops like your javelins and axe throwers, you've got to make sure you've got enough troops to use your ammo quickly on the unit you desire to kill. Because if you've got like 10, 12, they'll fire the javelins, but the rate will be very, very slow, and might have enough time to kill your enemy, and he'll kill you faster than you're killing him. So it's good to see that Prophet's trying to save what he can of his Marines. Sirah's pulling his forces back. Prophet's going to do the same here with the Marksman Kandros. It looks like they're doing so. Okay, so far Erebor is really, really far out here. He's not planning on moving inside any time soon compared to his allies. Alright guys, we're back, and Ares here sent up some Dunman Hunters. They're inside the gate. They didn't need to burst it open. Hopefully they brought up a battering ram just in case. If the Dunman Hunters fall before they get more forces in there, they're going to be in trouble. Okay, witches are arriving. They must be having ammunition if they're being sent into the fight. More Diamond Hunters out of ammunition. It is 28 to 43 here. Strong defense here. It's going to take a lot more than this for the attackers to break through. This is where the Blackwatch Legion will come in handy. Right now it's the attackers here that are throwing away troops. It looks like Awesome is bringing up his catapult crew. Yep. Finally. And he's got to knock down that wall there, get his forces inside to try and disable that catapult. This is just buying the attackers time. But these troops here are going to fall pretty quickly. Which means if the attackers are going to make a move, they've got to make a move soon. Well, the dwarves here are almost through. The army still hasn't moved forward at all. down to 133. It's strange that they've got 130 and they're shaking, wavering, about to break. Well, Catapult is definitely firing at the walls here. I'm not sure where it's firing. Okay, over here. It's going from airist. To 46. Alright, it gives the attackers another avenue, which they desperately needed. Fighting this way only serves the defenders, and you will lose if you just attack from one choke point like this. Now it's sort of odd that Awesome isn't firing his catapult here to break through this section of the wall here. If they're worried about ammunition, it's probably important to note the airborne troops haven't fired their catapult yet, so they've still got plenty of ammo that way. Now Prophet has sallied out. And that was the silence of Wishrom Scourge Raiders. It looks like they're still trying to pursue them. Confirman's trying to stop them. Alright, we'll see what they can do.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
If they put them in guard mode, they should be able to shoot. Catapults facing off against each other here. Alright. Big Butt's finally moving up. A moment too soon. We got Ares here come to do some rear charges on Sauron's will. Yeah, it was pretty bad, but you can't have it all the time, I guess. Sometimes charges just don't work out the way you expect them to. Which is a good thing for Sirat, of course. Trolls here helping Ruhad, helping the Rudar swordsman finish off the Citadel Guard. Okay. Whoa! How'd that happen? They shot the gate just in the nick of time. Okay, and somehow they got through the wall there. They shot a rock through the opening. I didn't think the gate could close like that while you've got troops in it. Hey, will you look at that? Somehow lost the catapult. Now it's possible the towers used flaming arrows to shoot the catapults. We've seen that done in the past. Oh jeez, wasting ammo on the gate like this. It's risky. $39 to $52. Oh, okay. So I think you gotta watch out for, guys. Just because the catapult's destroyed doesn't mean you can shoot through it. As you can clearly see, it's intercepting a lot of javelins here, bound for Angmar's troops that will never reach them. You can't shoot through a destroyed catapult. Remember that. We've got a great fire here coming from the Warden's Mace Ethel, I think. Or is it Temple Guard? It's Temple Guard, okay. No, still a great fire. That was like ranger fire too. Not what you want to do when most of the troops around their enemy is your own. Okay, so 70%. All the catapults here from Awesome have been destroyed. That's unlucky. Okay, Big Bat, unlike his allies, are bringing up a battering ram. Looks like they bring a battering ram some of the way. Definitely needs to bring up the rest of the way. What is that noise? We've got troops coming through the gate despite the fact that it's closed, which is just weird. Alright, it's probably coming from the Gondor catapult. And it is. A lot of ammo. Again, the broken and destroyed catapult working against the defenders. I think Erebor literally broke down a section of the wall that was really unnecessary and a big waste of ammunition.
Only half our force remains.
Got new shadow bows up here as well. This is where a catapult would be needed to break through a section of the wall here. Try and drive back those bows. Deny your enemy the angle he has on the troops. Alright, so Big Butt Cheeks has arrived on the second level. He's gone through his gate. We've got Awesome Boss Death's Witchrom Scourge Raiders here. They're being permitted to throw all their axes, which is good. We've got Pelican Marines though, trying to bring them down as well. He's losing raiders fast. All it's trying to do is loading up. This is not a unit you want to just throw away like this. You've got to send them forwards. You don't want to let them just shoot you like this. Big Boat marched up too far forward. He really needs to let Ares do his work here before he moves forward. This is doing valuable damage, valuable kills. Again, that catapult this time working in favour of the defenders, which is nice to see, I bet. It's casting a lot of javelins there, as you can see, at least 10. Who are they aiming for back there anyway? The temple guard up here and at the ready, but they're not firing it just yet. Catapults. Yeah. That's going to move faster. I think there's more chances of trying to target the catapult crew. Actually, it seems like we're targeting the Moron archers. This is where axe throwers would come in handy. They could take down the catapults. Best that the attackers could hope for, really. Temple Guard's firing in now. The Axe Guard Airborne taking a lot of damage.
Remains.
What do we have here? We got the Martin and Candros. Who else is here? No, it's just the Martin. Okay, they're firing on Moron archers here, not the Temple Guard. They've got the Etymos Troll Hunters here, but they're out of ammunition, but they're trying to shut down the Temple Guard. We're doing Shadow Bows here, moving in. Black Watch Legion, running through the gate here. So awesome means business.
Continue like this, you will smash the enemy.
It'll be risky to send up the Uric captains. Awesome's trying to take out Siren's catapult. Well, without reinforcements, the defender should be able to drive the attackers back and reclaim them. This is where Angmar should probably send up more troops to support this attack. Same goes for Rudar and Erebor. This is weird. And the catapult just shot up there. Ammo is going to take forever to come down. Okay. And he got a hit. Wow. And a decent hit too on the catapult crew. I'm trying to spot the fall of the round, but it's on its way down, but it'll take a little while. Not sure where he's targeting or what he's doing. I think the Black Watch Legion are broken now. Oh no, they're fighting. Yeah, 24 they're fighting. Capital Artillery crew down to 14. Awesome, doing everything he can to wipe out the crew. Have the muscle here over the defenders. The ones of the White Tower. Oh, It's a horrible shot there, unlucky. Well, they took out mostly defending troops there. It's like it didn't break them. The ones of the White Tower being withdrawn. Allied Kai still in the vicinity, but not withdrawn. Yeah, Rangers look to be pulling out as well. Good about guard being sent in now. Defenders looking to withdraw to the final level. Is in full pursuit of Mordor's forces. And you got to credit Sirad on rescuing his catapult. I didn't think he'd be able to do it, but he did. Yes.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Allied High just buying time here for the defenders to withdraw, saving as many as they can. We got a catapult here embedded in the walls. Got off one of the best shots the defenders could hope for. That was a juicy shot. I don't know if the attackers can do anything about that catapult, but they might be about to lose it. Here we go. Nice hit there. It's funny, shields are the good about guard kind of look like Dragon Slayer shields for a second. Or at least some of them do. I like highs down to 7. Was that Sirad's catapult? I'm not entirely sure. Possibly. Well, maybe it was. And the crew's just gone, and he has 4 crew members still left alive. And Prophet, unfortunately, seems to have lost his catapult here. Alright, the final assault has begun. Eris has charged in at his own peril. We've got Trollshore Axe Throwers here. Oh, Eris could have used these guys to destroy the defender's catapult long ago. But, you know, better late than never. Unfortunately, again, this time instead of javelins, axes are being caught on the batting ram. Gotta make sure about it, guys. The batting ram will capture the axes as well. He's gonna probably destroy his own ram. Yeah, that's a little bit better, but unfortunately some axes are still getting caught there. Ironfoot axe throwers, however, they're throwing most of their axes through, and they're hitting their mark. None of them are being wasted. This is not a bad idea at all, because if we've got the Fountain Guard here and the ones to the White Tower, basically any defending units try to outflank the Harrowing Pikemen from this side, they'll be exposing themselves to those axe throwers, which means the defenders here will be forced to sally out this direction. Possibly exposing themselves to the Trollshore axe throwers with this battering ram, I think, provides a little hindrance here for the attackers. So I don't think they can play out the way they want to. Etherbor's Triumphers have just charged in. Ones of the White Tower facing them. Trollshot Axel is running behind them. Throw axes into the second unit. Sorry, unit Fountain Guard here. There's no second unit. The other unit's over there. 22 Orc Javelins left alive. We'll see what the axe throwers can do here.
Beware! The chance for us to regain control of the city is almost gone.
Warns Miss Ethel here firing in along with the Aginium Shadowbows, and they're broken. A unit of 66 Ironfoot axe throwers. Harris will probably try and get as many volleys off as he can. The warns Miss Ethel, don't tend to miss. Okay, Fountain Guard is starting to go down. This is not a unit Prophet wants to lose. He's got to send these guys into the fight and try and drive out those axe throwers.
Incoming! Our foe has lost control of the city.
The ones are bringing them down quickly. (72-79). Good fight back here from the defenders. The Trollshot Axels are still firing their axes away. I think that's a Temple Guard there, the arrow fire. Yep, I'm right. Aginium Shadowbows also firing in here.
In command of the city.
Push on Blackguard here. Fucking troops getting bloodied up very, very quickly. Nazgul here in the fight. That's what's important.
Our foe has taken control of the city.
The combo there of the armor and body piercing arrows really hurting the Hammer Guard hard. Probably times 2 speed wall, I think. Orcs forces moving in. Basically trying to overwhelm an Nazgul. This is what you should do. Beware of that catapult. So Nazgul belongs to the attackers. I think I was talking as if they belonged to the defenders before. (79-82).
Incoming! Regain command of the city lest we lose it.
Trollshot Axels destroyed the catapult. Okay, Dwarves beginning another assault, sending the Iron Foot pikes. But Siraz are doing shadow bows here, are chewing them up. Temple Guard could be out of ammunition.
Fought long and are becoming tired.
84 to 83 now. I'm not sure what Trollster Axos are firing on the Athenian Rangers. They're relatively light tier troop and not worth the ammunition unless they have their bows out, which they don't. Iron Foot crossbows moving in. Everyone's shooting at the crossbows now. From either side.
Our foe has lost control of the city.
Yeah, crossbows are reloading. Very good. And that is it, guys. So I wasn't told the replay crashed. If I was, then I'm sorry. I guess I've forgotten. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Let's take a quick look and assess who would have won here. So we got some Fountain Guard here. I think some Northy Honor Guard, relatively healthy. A few troops bloodied up. Temple Executioners, relatively all intact. Nazgul also still alive. Halberds are doing shadow bows here, but running out of ammunition probably. Same goes with Temple Guard, they've been firing for a while. Royal Archers, I'm not too sure. Out here we have some Rudar Marksmen, some remnants here of Axe Guard Erebor, Iron Foot Spears, Axe Guard, Herodane Rangers, Herodane Berserkers, Infrared, and Javelins. Over here we have a counterpart here which is on fire, unfortunately. We have what's left of some Axe Guard Erebor here that broke probably and have returned to the field. But looking at that, I think the defenders would have had this one, guys. Looking at these troops, leave your own thoughts about what would happen in the comment section below. But in seeing the remaining troops here belonging to the defenders and attackers, I think the defenders would have it here. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you like this video, with the exception of the ending of course, remember to hit that like button to support the channel. Thank you to Awesome Boss Death for sending in the replay. This is Scouts Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one.